Hello and welcome back to Pokemon SoulSilver, where today we have got some Battle Frontier to do, and also hopefully a shiny Mesprit to find, but who knows about that one. And also, I get to use 3 3DSs today. Because, I was under the impression that SoulSilver and Heart Gold could use the 3DS's internet settings, which would have let me go directly to the online stuff. But it doesn't, which means that that's going to take some additional setup, but I can still do a multi-battle with myself on an additional 3DS. So, half the team's on here, half the team is on my other 3DS that is not capture modded. So let's start off with Primus and Latios, and then we'll go with Suicune and Emperor on the other side. Maybe I should have put Latios on the other 3DS, because that way I could have had Primus and Latios out simultaneously. That would have been a good idea. Oh well. And saving the game on both games. The other game is a copy of Pokemon Pearl, which should correctly work the AI and make this easier. Okay, we will become leader here and join group on the other one. Needing to use 3 different 3DSs for this is getting confusing. But I am not going to stop the Mesprit hunts. I catch and raise all sorts of Pokemon. How boring. Oh. It's a shame it auto-advances this text. It means I'm not going to get to read it all the time. I see why they did it. It's a multiplayer thing, so they want to make sure one player doesn't hold up the other. But still. Okay, let's go ahead and toss an Ice Punch at Skiploom. And we'll toss an Ice Beam at Ledion. Maybe I should have done that the other way around. Doesn't Ledion have much better special defense than physical? Oh well. Yeah, Outlander, we did in fact get new Capcom news today, and boy was it exciting. Monday, we're getting more than just laggy. That's nice. And the fact that they've added at least some underwater action to the laggy hunt in Wilds is also nice. I'm excited. Okay, Suicune, let's brine the shield on. I feel like brine's not the best thing to have there, but whatever, it's what I've got. And then we will Ice Punch the Ledion. Though it has just occurred to me that, while it doesn't matter yet, it is going to matter before too long. The ideal way to actually handle these multi-battles is to try and take out one side first so that you can have 2-on-1s. Well, Outlander, if you haven't played AT Ray Dow yet, you currently can't. But I'm sure it'll be back for the festival in July. Yeah, if you're waiting for enough things to build up that you can fixate on the game for a week or two, I would say your best bet is coming back. Right, I have choice banded. Well, Ice Punch the eggs. Yeah, if you want to have a week or two to fixate on the game, I'd say your best bet is to come back specifically for the festival in July, because A, it's a festival, B, prior event quests are going to be back, and C, there'll be new event quests and stuff for 2 weeks, including AT Uthduna. Needing to swap which 3DS I'm using between move selections is not ideal. It slows things down. And unfortunately, I do have to get to a streak of 50 to get ribbons here. So we'll be at this for a while, that's for sure. Okay, Suicune is probably best swapped out in this situation. So let's bring out Emperor and Megros. Should not use Earthquake, as appealing as it would be here. Yeah, I really should have put Latios on the other system. I'll do that after this set is done. So let's Meteor Mesh the Ammonite, because that'll be at least neutral damage. Outlander, I would hesitate to put too much stock into saying, oh, it's evidence they were cut just before release. I'd imagine it's decently likely that they were working on them before release, but always planned them to occur at this point in Title Update 2. Awesome. Ice Punch at Ledia, because that will at least allow us to Get rid of Gladion, okay. Guess that means we're doing a not very effective Meteor Mash into Shinx. I guess we did get the attack boost, so... And also it's a Shinx. So not very effective is still fine. Kid says he likes rivers more than the sea when he's standing next to a sailor who says he was born on the high sea. Yeah, there's another issue with leading Primus and Suicune is I don't have much of an answer to water types. But you know what I can do? I can just choose to brine something anyway and then let Primus Earthquake the Suicune. Oh, okay. It's the wrong thing to have Protect. At least for me, it's wrong. Well, that's going to be one very Earthquaked Piplup. Okay, now I really don't want to be locked into Earthquake. Suicune can go ahead and Ice Beam the Mantike. And Metagross is going to swap out for Latios. So if I'm moving Latios over, I probably need to also swap one of the other Pokemon on that side. Because right now I've got Lialoon, Emperor, and Suicune on Pearl. And I think Lialoon and Emperor both have electric attacks. And let's go ahead and Ice Beam Mantike again. And yeah, we've got Thunderbolt here on Latios. So we don't want to have all of our electric moves on one system. So I think I'm going to have to also swap over probably Lialoon. Because yeah, that would... The swap as is, I think, would make it so that I don't have any special attackers here on SoulSilver. So I want to have my special attackers, and I want to have my attack types and attacker types split between the two games, instead of having like one system be all special attackers and one be all physical. That would be a recipe for badness, probably. Or maybe it wouldn't, because I would be able to something. I'd be able to have a physical attacker and a special attacker out at the same time all the time. That might be worth it. I don't know. But I do know that having all of my attack types of, or attacks of one type be on a single system is not ideal. Oh, but yeah, I don't want Latios and Leolune to be on the same system because they both have Psychic and they both have Electric. Or maybe I do want them to be on the same system because of that. Because if they're on the same system, it means it's easier to leave one behind and bring the other. And there aren't too many situations where I would want both of them. It really doesn't matter right now. We're still in the first set. We need to get to 50 in order to get ribbons. But these are things that I need to start considering. Alright, on to pair number 4. Yeah, the tough part of this is that I'm choosing 2 left side Pokemon and 2 right side Pokemon. And they can't be shared. So like if both my left side Mons go down, then that means that my left side just has nothing in it for the rest of the battle. Which I'm sure we all know is very far from ideal. So what we want to have happen is for the Pokemon on each side to not share weaknesses. So maybe I do Primus and Suicune on the left. And then Latios and someone on the right. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that each side does not share weaknesses as best we can. And then also make sure that they can function decently well together. Okay, Brian on the Numble is an easy choice. And we're locked into Ice Punch, but hey, we can put it on the Sableye. Man, these battles go slow. That feel when in this generation you can't yet target the empty slot and have it automatically retarget to the slot with something in it. That's why that turn took longer. Because I was just pressing A on both systems, but it doesn't retarget from the empty slot to the full slot. Okay, so right side is very weak to water right now, and left side is weak to psychic. So let's go ahead and put a Zen headbutt on the meat arena. And we will brine the Larvitar. I wonder how VGC planning would be if it had to go by these rules. Where you select 2 left side Pokemon and 2 right side Pokemon, and they can't swap sides. It would make battles feel a lot more restrictive, that's for sure. I wonder how it would change. I wonder how it would change team building, though. Certainly make positioning a nightmare. We can brine the Anorith because that'll be neutrally effective, and then we will do a super effective Zen headbutt on that Venonat. I need to look. Oh, right. Anorith isn't a water type, it's rock bug. Even though it's an aquatic creature. I need to look into a better move to put on Suicune than Brine. Maybe use a heart scale, grab Bubble Beam. Oh, actually, Brine is base power 65 in this game. Never mind. Looks like it is as good as I can hope to get for stuff that doesn't target my partner. Okay, let's not have many good options here. That's what we'll do. My Suicune's gonna have to live with taking an earthquake. And we'll slap a brine on the Carvana to make sure the earthquake takes it. Okay, yeah, that's really gonna make sure the earthquake takes it. Sometimes I forget just how fragile Carvana is. Look at that Magby doing almost 50% by Metagross's health. With a physical move, no less. I wonder what that Magby's holding to do so much damage then. Is it Focus Band? Or, sorry, Choice Band? Focus Band's a different thing. Oh no, a love disc. Okay, Suicune can actually really contribute here. So we're going to Ice Beam that Nuzleaf, and we're going to Earthquake the both of them. We are not going to Ice Beam that Nuzleaf. It'd be funny if that Nuzleaf had Solar Beam and they just rain danced it. Goodbye, Love Disc. Outlander, I've never played an Onimusha game, and I don't feel super inclined to start. I'm sure they're good and all, but it takes a lot for me to get into character action games. Like, Monster Hunter is the exception rather than the rule. Because Monster Hunter isn't what I would describe as character action. I don't even know if the Onimusha is. I get that vibe from the trailers I've seen. But the faster paced and more combo rich the combat gets, the more likely I am to bounce off it. I can say that much. Yeah, if they have more in common with DMC, then yeah, I'm probably not going to be a huge fan. Okay, we are going to Ice Punch that Jumpluff, and we are going to Ice Beam that Cacturn. Not a fan of the Cacturn outspeeding Suicune. But, damage-wise, it's not doing a whole lot. And goodbye, Cacturn. And goodbye, Jumpluff. So let us grind the pile of swine while we ice punch the Fearow because we're locked into ice punch. They really don't like my Suicune. Ow! Okay, crit makes sense. So now we're going to be stuck swapping to Emperor in that slot. Emperor is not the most help against Piloswine. It does have a fighting type move though, so we're not helpless. Joke's on you. We've only got physical attackers here. For now. Kind of weird that it makes me select to send in Emperor when Emperor is literally the last option on that side. Could just, you know, skip the whole selection process. Wow, that did a lot less damage than I was hoping to see. But that did more than I was expecting. Then again, I guess a Choice Band Metagross is considerably more powerful than an Electabuzz. Okay, 7 matches down. BP, hooray. Wow. The copy of Pearl that just did that got 3 BP. But SoulSilver got 8 BP for the same thing. Talk about a double standard. Anyway, we need to get ourselves to the Pokemon Center so that we can swap our team a little bit. So we go through there. And there's our Pokemon Center. And then we gotta go up top. Meanwhile, my Pearl is still working its way to the Pokemon Center. Pearl has now reached the Pokemon Center and is talking to the Union Room lady. And now both games are saving and getting ready to enter the Union Room. So if memory serves, your appearance in the Union Room is dictated by your trainer ID. So it looks like we've got an ace trainer for our Pearl, and my SoulSilver is a battle girl. Interesting. Yes, I would like to trade with me. Yes, I will accept my trade offer. Okay, so Latios has to go to the other side. And Suicune and Lealoon have to come to this side. So I guess we're going to do Latios and Cuthbert to the other side. And then Suicune and Lealoon to this side. Feels kind of weird to say that I'm using only half of the 3DSs that I have on this stream. Because I have original 3DS, the Monster Hunter Tri-G Special Edition one. I've got a French 2DS that I used specifically to be self-sufficient for getting all of the Vivian forms in Gen 6. I've got another new 3DS XL that I used as a backup for when the one that I've currently got Pearl in had its screen cracked and I didn't know if they would be able to fix it. And then the three that I'm using right now are... Pearl is in my signed Monster Hunter Generations Blue new 3DS XL, signed by Ichinose and Kojima. Or is that Kojima? No. Or, yes, Shintaro. Yeah, Kojima. The producer and director of Monster Hunter Generations. The 3DS with SoulSilver in it is my signed Monster Hunter Cross Red new 3DS XL, also signed by the producer and director of Monster Hunter Generations. And then the one that's got Ultra Sun in it is my Monster Hunter 4U 3DS, or new 3DS XL. Not signed, but capture modded. Okay, so we've got our swaps made. Hopefully this will have things work out just fine. And now to get back to the battle frontier on both systems, or the battle tower, as the case may be. I guess we are going to the battle tower on both systems, regardless of whether it's in the battle frontier or not. Juggling so many systems. Thankfully, getting into the battle tower on either system was just a matter of hold up. Okay, now to get them to the multi-room challenge again. Yes, we want to form a tag team. Yes, I want to choose what Pokemon I'm entering. Yes, we are starting with Primus and then going Suicune. And on the other side, we're starting with Latios and then going Emperor. Yeah, that'll be fine. Will it? No, we're gonna go Cuthbert second, because that at least gives us a bug type move to deal with any psychic types we encounter, because we're leading 2 psychic types. And or does Latios have Shadow Ball in it? I forget. Oh well. We'll find out, and it's still too early for it to super matter. Oh boy, we got this extra step. Become leader, join group. Yes, wireless communications. Hey, join that one. Hey, look, it's us. Yup, let's go. Alright. So now, I don't have to hurt myself to open with Earthquakes. That's nice. And of course, we get something that makes me not want to open with an Earthquake. Okay, Latios does not have Shadow Ball. Maybe I should consider changing that? Maybe not. Either way, Thunderbolt on the Anorith, Ice Punch on the Togetic. Right? Anorith is not a water type. I need to get that through my thick skull at some point. Should have done Thunderbolt on the Togetic and Meteor Mash on the Anorith. That's what I should have done. Ooh, nice freeze? Right, Ice Punch. I was thinking Thunderbolt on the Togetic still. Okay, let's get rid of the Anorith, get rid of the Togetic. And thinking on it, having Cuthbert in back instead of Emperor is a very good thing for us, because while Primus isn't weak to Dark, it does take neutral damage from Dark. And that is not ideal. To have something weak to Dark and something that takes neutral damage from Dark side by side in front without a specific answer to Dark in back. I mean, yeah, Emperor's got Brick Break, which does do damage to Dark, but Cuthbert's a bug type, which takes care of Dark, takes care of Psychic. Yeah. I think Cuthbert is the right choice to have in back instead of Emperor. Though it does give us 2 fire weaknesses, but we've got Suicune to cover for that. I feel like that Sableye's Feint Attack did too much damage, but it's not really going to matter too much now, is it? I do kind of wish I was doing both games on screen. But the only thing you're missing out on is move selection on one game, and doing both on one screen, or on one stream rather, or whatever. Doing both of them on screen, that thing, would have the downside of meaning that I wouldn't be able to shiny hunt on screen. And hey, when there's always a chance that we'll actually get to see a Mesprit, and that also makes it so that we don't spend a lot of this just watching things play out with no input whatsoever going on. Yeah, having a shiny hunt at least makes there be more constant something. Even if that something has been more than 24 hours of nothing. More than 24 hours of seeing the same non-shiny, stupid Mesprit. I'm getting really tired of Mesprit, if you can't tell. So what I'm seeing here is a couple of things that do not want to be earthquaked. Go ahead and drop a Psychic on the Roselia, because that thing doesn't take full, or doesn't take super effective damage from Earthquake. So Psychic should get rid of the Roselia. And then Earthquake on the Swalot should do it in. Nope, not quite. But there's zero chance that a Swalot on its own is going to defeat us. So we've got a black belt who never actually learned how to do karate. Interesting. I like your Matang, but unfortunately I'm going to have to do terrible things to it. Go ahead and drop a Thunderbolt on the Matang because it's the one more likely to survive this earthquake. Or maybe the Kabuto's going to survive the earthquake. The way the Kabuto hangs in the air like that makes it look like it's an off-brand Metroid. Okay, so what I'm seeing is permission to do another earthquake. Let's go ahead and drop a Psychic on the Magmar to try and reduce the threat it poses. Oh, sorry, little buddy. No double protect for you. Maybe I should have done a Thunderbolt. Yeah, if I did a Thunderbolt, there would have been a chance that I would have paralyzed it. But then again, that doesn't matter because it chose to do Barrier. I don't think that's going to keep it alive through this Earthquake. Now, if it had chosen to do some super nasty fire move and one-shot Primus, that would have been upsetting. I love Clear Body. So much better than light metal, that's for sure. We had a jogger roll his ankle during a Pokemon battle inside a building. Like, the floors here are completely flat, I would imagine. Rolling your ankle in here during a Pokemon battle, that seems like you were probably doing something you shouldn't have been, Mr. Jogger Guy. Okay, Mawile and Slowpoke. That looks like an excused Earthquake. And Latios will Thunderbolt the Slowpoke. Yeah, the fact that this is a multi-battle means I can't speed through any of the combat text. So everything stays on screen for the full duration, even if it's Metagross or Intimidate didn't affect Metagross because of Clear Body or whatever. So yeah, it's just... This is Gen 4, where the battles that are still technically one player against NPCs are cranked up to take as long as they possibly can. I'm sorry, Mawile avoided Earthquake? Did I miss an accuracy drop? I couldn't have missed an accuracy drop because Primus is Clear Body. How did Mawile avoid Earthquake? And it was before Mawile used a move because Mawile used Iron Defense. How? How? Slowpoke sure didn't go in time for that to happen. How did Earthquake miss? Are we playing Gen 1? Oh yeah, it could be Laxin Sensor Bright Powder. I guess there is that. My systems are less than 2 feet apart, and yet the connection strength just fluctuated. Yeah, look at that. We lose bars on occasion. Well, we're not missing this time. That thing's bug poison, so Earthquake will still hit it. But also, it's probably not going to matter because Latios' Psychic is probably going to one-shot it. Yep, goodbye Dustox. Okay, Lunatone and Laren. I don't have great answers for these. At least not at the same time. So let's just Dragon Pulse the Lunatone while we Earthquake the Laren. Or maybe we do a neutrally effective Meteor Mash? Nah, what are the chances they've got 2 Levitators, huh? We Earthquake. Citrus, I'm guessing? Yep, that looks citrusy. Might still be able to take it out with a single Dragon Pulse after this. And goodbye, Laren. Thank you, Sturdy, for not being buffed yet. Or perhaps thank you, Laren, for having Rockhead. Could be either one. Alright, Latios isn't going to like that Sandstorm, but Primus doesn't care. Okay, we got someone in who does not resist ground. So let's Earthquake him. And once again, Dragon Pulse the Lunatone. Hopefully this KOs. Nope. Wow, that did way less than the last one. We definitely low rolled here. Nice Facade without any status effect on you. Truly this Hitmonlee strategy. Okay, light screen actually kind of matters. Specifically to Latios. We Earthquake, that'll get rid of the Hitmonlee, and this Dragon Pulse should still get rid of the Lunatone. Even through a light screen. So that Hitmonlee doesn't have an item that inflicts it with a status effect, so the fact that it opened with Facade on Latios, it was just really hoping that I was gonna Thunder Wave it or something. Also, maybe I'm doing this wrong, because doing Platinum or Heart Gold Soul Silver with Diamond or Pearl is supposed to make the AI make really questionable choices, while also making it so that we get limited to the Diamond and Pearl trainers for the Battle Tower. But maybe we're supposed to have the Diamond or Pearl be the leader and not the joiner. That could be it. Or maybe it is the other way around, because having SoulSilver be the leader, but Diamond be the joiner makes us use the Diamond and Pearl trainers, which maybe SoulSilver doesn't have specific AI for, so it makes them all use, like, the basic AI or something. I don't know. I'll have to look it up at some point. Good news is I'll have time to look it up, because we're definitely not doing more than one more set today. So I'm thinking we Thunderbolt the seal and we Earthquake the chicken. I'm seeing yet another excuse to Earthquake. Let's Psychic the rat. Goodbye, rat. Alright, last pair of this set. Okay, I don't like seeing that dust box there. But here's what we're going to do. We are going to Psychic the Dusclops. And we are going to Ice Punch the Carnivine. Okay, nice crit. Probably needed it. Dusclops is usually bulkier than that. Okay, Bayonet. And Crawdaunt. Alright, we're going to Thunderbolt the Crawdaunt and Ice Punch the Bayonet. Not quite a KO, huh? And we missed with Ice Punch, so we've definitely got Lax Incense or Bright Powder going on here. Guillotine, huh? Glad you missed that. Oh boy, it's Quick Claw Guillotine. Thank you for missing twice in a row, sir. Or madam, rather. Either way, you missed twice in a row. That's what's important here. Imagine if it had gotten both of those guillotines off. Really, another miss on the bayonet. That item is paying dividends for it. Oh, and it crit my Latios. Great. So at the current rate, I'm just never going to hit this thing, and we're going to lose because of it. But it seems these things are not meant to last forever. Can't wait until I get to bring Cuthbert into a game that's got ability capsules so I can finally make him not be a swarm Scizor. Technician Scizor is so much better. So we got 9 BP in SoulSilver. And I got 3 BP in Pearl. I don't care, Jack. I'm battle towering. Yes, we're multi-battling. Yes, we're making a tag team. Yes, we are entering Pokemon. Primus and Suicune. Latios and Cuthbert. Yes, we're saving the game. Yes, we're overwriting the saved file. Let's try it the other way around. We'll become leader on Pearl. See how things work that way. Yep, wireless communications, they sure are a thing. Hey, we'll join that one. Yep, we're doing it. We've battled this guy before. He's back. His career as a trainer dates back 75 years. But then he asks if we think we can win when we literally already beat him. Okay, let's go ahead and Thunderbolt the Huntail while we Earthquake the both of them. That should at least see the Huntail gone. I think an Earthquake alone would have gotten rid of the Huntail, and maybe we should have Thunderbolted the Omastar. But I feel like Huntail's got more it can do to cause problems for us, so probably the better choice, maybe? Just realized that being the joiner instead of the leader swapped which positions our Pokemon were in on screen. It feels weird having Metagross's arm just block Latios's face. Okay, Latios losing some defense isn't ideal, but losing physical attack doesn't matter one bit. Oh no, more physical attack loss. Okay, let's go ahead and Psychic the deer. And then Earthquake the both of them. So yeah, that's going to be both of them gone. And a Xatu in the back. Okay, we're going to have to swap off of Metagross. But let's get a Thunderbolt on there in the meantime. Which might be enough to just clinch this, so who knows. If I'm not mistaken, Tickle is the only move we saw get used by them. Which, what a choice. I don't like that Soul Rock. Mainly because I don't have any direct answer to it. I also don't really have a direct answer to the camera up, do I? But then again, Earthquake works on it. So let's give that a shot. We should be faster than camera up, right? And just in case we're not, let's also Psychic it. Just make sure that thing gets out of here, because it's the one more likely to use a move that is mean to Primus. Nice special defense drop. It means nothing, because this Earthquake is absolutely taking out that Camerupt. And yeah, we're giving the Soul Rock a free turn to do whatever it pleases. But it's a Soul Rock, it shouldn't matter too much. Of course, I'm well aware that underestimating a Lunatone caused me problems in Pokemon XD, was it? Okay, Overheat's not great for Primus. It's not that bad, and the Soul Rock just lowered its own special attack with it, so could be worse. Red Herb or White Herb, right. The one that restores status. Okay, Primus is locked into Earthquake and cannot touch either of these things right now. So Primus is going to swap out. Meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and Psychic the Tropius in hopes that we get rid of it, because that would be very nice to only have one thing to deal with on the other side. Really, opening with a Synthesis. It's a choice. Okay, I am gonna go ahead and Dragon Pulse the Soul Rock, because an Ice Beam should get rid of this Tropius just fine. Goodbye, Tropius. This Soul Rock really thinks it's going to win against Suicune with Earthquakes. Hey! We got it! We found it! Now I just need to get that thing in a ball so that my freaking 24+ hour nightmare can be over. So we spore the Mesprit. And then we soak it. Just so that it doesn't get any stab on us or anything. And now, I'm not going to bother lowering its health, I'm just going to huck balls. Okay, Psychic on the Arbok. Brine on the Arbok. Imagine if this thing had freaking memento. I think only Uxie gets that. So this Mesprit knows Swift, which means it's probably Swift, Lucky Champ, Future Sight. No, because it should know Extrasensory by now. So I have no idea what it's going to know. All I know is one of its moves is Swift. And ideally, that's all we ever learn about it. Okay, Extrasensory. That's not a surprise. Put it back to sleep. Stop with the Soul Rocks and Lunatones! Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Thunderbolt the Metang while I Meteor Mash this freaking Lunatone, because I like Meteor Mash. It's a good move. And it feels right to have Metagross use it. Okay, we're still just at Swift and Extrasensory. We know nothing else about this Mesprit. Thankfully, the Mesprit's too low level to know Healing Wish. Also, Healing Wish doesn't work if you're the last thing alive on your team, so thankfully that too. Alright, we will Thunderbolt the Metang once again, and we will Meteor Mash the Cacturn. Future Sight. We have learned a new move that it has. So Future Sight's 10 PP, Swift is 20, Extrasensory is 20. So we do have lots and lots of time on the table, especially considering I am sporing it, so it's not even using moves most turns. Come on, you gave me the 3 shakes and then you waited like a year after the 3rd one. You were supposed to click there, Mesprit. Spore again. Let's go ahead and also heal up Smeargle. So we do want to keep Smeargle alive. That was a rather quick wake up. I don't like seeing that. We've seen Cascade Sweat guy before, too. Okay, Charmeleon. We do not like to see that. I think what we're going to do is we're going to Psychic on the Charmeleon. And we're going to lock in with a Meteor Mash on the Captain. Okay, Vesper woke up when I wasn't paying attention. Back to sleep with you. Ooh, the Charmeleon lived. We do not like that. But Fire Spin is arguably one of the least bad moves it could have used on us. And that should be curtains for Cacturne. This Mesprit keeps waking up way too quick. Mesprit's ability? Levitate. Doesn't matter. Do not need to Gaster Acid that. Another where it shook 3 times and then waited a year. Come on, just stay in the ball. I've been looking for you for so long. Okay, Charm. So now we know all the Mesprit's moves. Charm has 20 PP. Okay, so grand total PP-wise, we've got 20 for extra sensory, 20 for charm, 10 for future sight, and 20 for swift. So that is... it can be awake for 70 turns before it starts struggling. Which basically means that our Spore has to run through its entire amount of PP many, many times. 4 times. So we'll have to use 4 ethers before this thing has any chance whatsoever of struggling and harming itself. So I do need to consider Smeargle's HP. No, we can take one more future sight before it matters. Nice attack boost. It's not going to matter because Magcargo's almost certainly going to get rid of Primus here. Or it's going to use Sandstorm. That's fine. Back to sleep with you, Mesprit. It's still asleep, which means we've got a free chance to full restore here. I mean, it can still wake up, but I do need to full restore. And there's the wake up, followed by a swift. That's fine. Let's go ahead and Spore again. Do I have any, like, X items that can help me here? An X special defense would be nice. Nope, I don't. Okay. Whatever. And we've still got 2 PP on Spore? Yeah, okay. So, more balls. And down to 1 spore. So after the next one, I have to use a PP restorer. Okay, let's go ahead and Thunderbolt the Cloister while we Meteor Mash the Lunatone. We love seeing extra sleep turns. More chances to throw a ball before this thing struggles will increase the chances that I get to take this thing home after this immensely long hunt for it. Alright, there's our last spore of this round, so that is 1 PP booster needed. So let's max elixir that. 485 very legitimate max elixirs. And Mesprit still sleeps. That's good to see. Go ahead and toss a ball. Metagross is locked into Meteor Mash, which isn't good against either of these, so let's just go ahead and swap out for Suicune. While Latios Thunderbolts the Mantine, because that's probably more likely to be annoying. Mesprit, I really need you to sleep more. Psychic and Brine all over that Combusken. Okay, with that Future Sight having been used, I think we can still take 1 before needing to heal, but then again, if it wakes up this turn and then we get hit by Future Sight and Extra Sensory, that would be bad, so we full restore now. Oh hey, it's never learned how to do Karate Guy. You know, Mesprit, it'd be real cool if you just stayed in a ball. Like, honestly, this thing's on pretty thin ice already. I'm not a fan of Mesprit. And it made me wait so long before it even showed up. Psychic on the Monferno, Ice Punch on the Tangela. Maybe wait so long before it even showed up, and now it's making me throw a bunch of balls. So the next hit Smeargle takes, I will heal again. Again with the 3 shakes and then waiting a year before breaking out. I hate it. Anyway, Dragon Pulse on the Soul Rock and Ice Punch on the Chatot. That was citrusy. Yep. A little late for a U-turn there, Chatot, but okay. We missed our first Ice Punch. How did we miss our first Ice Punch? We didn't, because this is still the same turn. Metagross is just the slowest thing here, other than Soul Rock, maybe. Yeah, I just... For whatever reason, I was thinking that we were on a separate turn. Probably just because these animations take so long. Anyway, healing Smeargle again. Needing to actually pay attention to 3 games is making this somewhat taxing. Mesprit woke up, so it needs to go back to sleep. And this will be the last battle tower battle we do today. But dang it, I'm going to get this Mesprit, or it is going to faint on screen. One of those is going to happen, and I really, really hope it's not the second one. Please? Okay, let's open up with an Earthquake, because that's the only thing that'll be super effective against Drapion. And we'll go ahead and Psychic on the Donphan. This Mesprit keeps waking up too early. Sleep. What stat have we boosted? Defense. Okay, that's probably fine. Well, the Acupressure kept the Donphan alive for 1 extra turn. Really? Last resort for your first move, huh? Methinks perhaps the AI has, in fact, been borked. Okay, we're locked into Earthquake, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and Psychic the Donphan to get it out of here. Mesprit back to sleep. Don't like that Shadow Claw crit on Latios. Stop waking up so fast! I wish there was a held item that made your sleeps last longer on things, but that would be kind of super busted and terrible for competitive play, so I know why they're not doing it. But I kind of want it right now, that's for sure. Give us a sleep extender item that only works in wild battles. Stop waking up in just one turn, Mesprit! I need you to spend longer asleep so that I have a better chance of getting you. Oh, hang on. Need to swap a power cord over to the 3DS with Pearl in it. It was at blinky red. Because I can only have 2 of these systems plugged in at once, and that was the one that wasn't. So, yeah. Okay. 7-win streak over on Pearl. Yep. 4 BP over there. Saving. Throw more balls at Mesprit. Alright, so now, Mesprit's the only thing we're going to be doing for the rest of this stream. Put it back to sleep. Do I have a 3DS thing? Nope, that's not it. Okay, that does it. But I need to change it to the other 3DS. Okay, we got that one. And we got that one. All right, we are in that 3DS mode. Now give me just a moment and I'll get the audio swapped over as well. There we go. Just closing the other 2 3DSs so that we can focus on specifically only this one. All right. Ooh, that was close. So there's our last spore on this set. Which means that Mesprit has gotten to eat through 29 PP right now. Of its 70. Since I had to heal there, we are still sporeless. That's not ideal. So it's eaten through 30 PP of its 70. Still, we get to use 2 more max elixirs before this thing can even start thinking about struggling. How many Lux Balls did we have at the start of this? I think I might actually be able to go back in time and find out. Anyway, balls. Back to sleep with you. Okay. I should heal now. Okay. Found the shiny Mesprit in the backtracking. Could I just waste a spore? I'm a fool. I was looking at the Mesprit on there, and it wasn't asleep yet. So I spored, because I saw a Mesprit awake. Okay. I'm about to throw my first ball in the video. I started with 282 Lux balls. So now the Mesprit has to go to sleep. So I have thrown almost 60 Lux balls. Stop waking up so fast. So I have now thrown 60 Lux balls exactly. This is 61. Which actually, considering we've only used 2 max elixirs, we're averaging pretty close to 2 balls per sleep. That's pretty good. Of course, what would be really good is actually getting the catch. And it'd also be better if it stopped sleeping for such short durations. Just all together. We want to see long sleeps every time. Actually, averaging 2 balls per sleep should be the expected value, because every spore is going to get between 1 and 3 sleep turns, with, I believe, equal weighting. And so, there should be just as many single-turn sleeps as there are 3-turn sleeps. And the rest are going to be 2-turn sleeps. So yeah, 2 balls per sleep should be pretty close to average. Please, Mesprit. Please just stay in a ball. I want to take you home and be done with this nightmare. I want to look at a different legendary Pokemon. Running pretty low on this set of spores. Yeah, considering this specific Mesprit hunt started before this SoulSilver run, I will be very happy to have it be over. To have it not last for the entire duration of my attempts to get ribbons in a single game. And that was ball number 70, which means if we hadn't been sporing this thing, it would be struggling by now. I feel like I should really consider getting Heal Pulse on a Smeargle. Because Heal Pulse heals what? Half of Pokemon's HP? Use that every other turn once it starts struggling. Alright, so there's the last spore of this set. So this thing has used 46 of its 70 PP right now, I think? Maybe I should get a skill swap Pokemon with Recycle into Lepaberry and Trick. Just eliminate struggling from the equation entirely. Though there are definitely some Pokemon against whom that is a less pleasant strategy, because they're capable of dealing more damage than this thing is. Dang it. 2 shakes is the most we've seen in a while. But it's still just 2 shakes. Okay, I believe we should heal now. Because any turn Smeargle spends unconscious is a turn it can't spend sporing. And yeah, if that extra sensory was a crit, Smeargle might have gone down. But I don't think we have to worry about Future Sight anymore. Again with the 3 shakes and then a long pause. I hate it. I hate it so much. In some games, if there's a pause at all after 3 shakes, it means you caught the thing. So we have used 80 balls now. This is 81. Shakes again. And if I had lowered this thing's health early on, yes, we would have greater chances of catching it with any individual ball. But weighing that against having more turns to potentially salvage it if it starts struggling, it might be hard to say which is better. If this was one of those games where a crit capture just guaranteed caught the thing, which I guess it means just Scarlet and Violet specifically, then getting more turns is likely the better option always, because you just need 1 crit capture to get the cap. It might not have been the ideal choice here specifically. Yeah, here it might have been actually a better idea to increase the chances on every ball we throw. Even if it's not a huge increase, it's still an increase. But we'll see if we can capture it to begin with. If we can, then it's moot. The only thing I might have saved is time. If I fail to capture it at the end, if it struggles itself into unconsciousness, that's when the debate can actually occur as to whether it was a better idea to lower its health instead of just throw balls. And I think we need another heal on Smeargle now. Love seeing it stay asleep even on a heal turn. In fact, I love seeing it stay asleep, period, which means I don't love this turn that just happened. And that's ball number 90 that I just threw. I wonder what the chances are of catching this thing on any given ball. I am actually now using a catch rate calculator to find out. Okay, so my chances on any given ball of capturing this thing with it asleep and with it having full HP. 3% per ball. .116% per ball, specifically. So my chances of not having caught it by the time I have thrown 100 balls will be 4%. 4.2% to not have caught it by ball 100, which is in 6 balls. Which means that technically, right now, this very moment, I am already quite unlucky in terms of not having caught it yet. I should heal. In fact, my chances of not having caught it by now, this point in time, right now, this very second, my chances of not having caught it are below 5%. Went way over odds just finding the things. Going way over odds in terms of getting it to stay in a ball. This Mesprit, everything about it is way over odds, and I do not like it. It has outstayed its welcome in pretty much every way it can. And it needs to get in a dang ball and stay in it. It also needs to stay asleep. Especially because I've used 4 elixirs now. Which means that by the time I run out of spores again, it's going to be struggling. So here's ball number 100. Please, Mesprit, just submit to the law of large numbers already. Please. On average, I should have caught this Mesprit 3 times already with the number of balls I've thrown. There we go. Okay, the nightmare is over. The nightmare is over. I will not be hunting Mesprit for the entire duration of playing SoulSilver on this channel. Thank you. And now that it's been captured, we save immediately. And then we go look at it in the box, as is tradition. Hey, look at that, it's a Mesprit. And it's shiny, and in a box, and in a Lux Ball. And it's next to all these other shiny things. And some not shiny things. Hooray. Can't believe Mesprit dethroned Landorus for longest shiny hunt on the channel. By quite a while. Hopefully nothing gets even close. I don't want to have to change out second place, much less first. But hey, that is a captured Mesprit, saved again. And with that, we're going to call this a stream. Thanks for dropping by to watch and chat and all that, and I will be back tomorrow when we make more push towards getting ribbons and also start shiny hunting a different thing. See you then, friends, saving a third time just to be safe.